First, I want to express gratitude to Swami for and every one of you and the organizing committee for making this visit possible for me, my wife, and Dr. Ravi. So it's a very wonderful, blissful experience. My wife was telling, first she was not sure she will come, but then she came and she said, "This is the right thing I did." And I enjoyed so much the loving hospitality, the simplicity of the people, and the innocence. So it is very much touching because I came here before, but for me I'm used to your loving hospitality, but for her this is the first experience. But also I want to congratulate you on the wonderful work you have been doing, because I could see in various parts of Nepal how you all have been doing this wonderful work. First we started with the Akhanda Bhajan, which is the best way to chant the name of the Lord and being involved. You know, it was started in 1946 by Bhagwan. As I was telling you, first I want to thank all of you for your hospitality. More importantly, the wonderful work that is going on all over Nepal, because how you are really the example of expansion is love. Started with few centers. Now, such a small country, you have more than 200 centers. And United States of America, which is a huge country, I don't know how many times bigger than this, much bigger than even India, we have only about 200 centers. So it shows the love you have for Bhagavan. So that shows your commitment. And also I was impressed, so many of your centers, 100 plus centers, you have their own building with a beautiful mandir and service project and SSCs, Sai spiritual education classes and various things to have. Each one is very self-sufficient, and you don't find, at least I don't know any other country which has got so many centers to do that. So that is really a wonderful example we have. And also when I went to Sai Udyan, where this is a Go Green project. Swami says this is the next year, July of 2018, we are going to have an international conference on Go Green, because Swami has been talking about this. Can you get me some water? More than 30 years, that important is to keep the environment clean. Don't pollute the air. That is why the floods you have, the earthquake you have, and the hurricanes we have, and all these so-called natural disasters, Swami says, is really a man-made disaster, because we are responsible for all the mining we do and the automobile exhaustion and how we don't keep the environment clean. It's so sad to see some beautiful sacred rivers like Ganges. When I saw in Rishikesh and Kedarnath area, there is so clean. When it comes to Banaras, dirty. Same thing, Bagmati River, which is holy rivers. We need to keep it clean, and I'm happy our Sathya Sai international organization took an initiative to keep it clean. And also, another wonderful thing to keep the environment is the tree planting. Swami says, because there is so much deforestation. So once that whole, how many 600 meter area? 650 meter area stretch, we have been planting, and that's why this is another wonderful project we have been doing, and supplying, giving to the house. In life, anything you want to achieve, Swami is like that one-pointedness. Don't get distracted, then you lose the concentration. So once I got scolded from Swami too, because I remember he gave a beautiful talk in the mandir. I was just listening to that. There's a person sitting next to me, he was a senior devotee, Dr. Bilhag. He said, so I was taking some notes. I didn't have enough paper. He wanted to give the notes. He looked at me, he wanted the notes. And meanwhile, Swami says, very bad, you're talking. I was not talking, I was troubled because this guy did that. So watch out. So when that means Swami is very particular. When you are doing something, when you're listening to him, he watches. Complete focus. That's life. That is why beautifully Lord Krishna says in Gita, so I'm getting cited. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekehe kurunandana bahushaka anantascha buddhayo avyavasayana. The cultured mind is one-pointed. Uncultured mind, this way called scattered brain. It jumps there, I want to do there, I want to do that. They will do nothing. So really people who are achieving anything, whether you are sports or music or scientists or spirituality, that one-pointed focus should be there. Till we reach the goal, you need to follow that. So anyway, I was very happy to see that your dedication to do this wonderful service project, because Swami says Manav Seva is Madhava Seva, and he says hands that serve are holier than the lips that pray, and you are really putting the love in action, which is service. So we are all very pleased with the wonderful work. So I talked to your central coordinator, Mr. Amar Karki, also Narottam. So from we have already supported about how much, close to 400,000 we gave. So I said we'll give another $70,000, these various other projects to go and supporting, and particularly these garden projects we have in front. Because it's beautiful, I said just allot $10,000 for that, because the tree planting, that is the central part, next to Pashupatinath temple, Bagmati river, that is good. And various other projects I talked. So you talk among yourselves. I told him to talk to the central council members. So this money could be allocated the various projects. So we'll be sending that money shortly. So this is the wonderful work you are doing. So we are happy to support that, be part of that. And also I told for Swami's 95th birthday, so we are offering to Swami 95 communities which we are adopting all over the world. So starting from Central America, South America, North America, USA, Canada, and Europe, Northern Europe, Southern Europe, Russia, and Africa, and Asia, and Australia, New Zealand, all over the world. We are all the continents, including Malaysia, Indonesia. There's a lot of places we're identifying, and there is a lot of scope in Nepal. So I requested Dr. Ravi as well as Amar Karki to come up with some communities which we can say that this is an offering to Swami for his 95th birthday. Where it should be, like already they call Sai Grama, Sai village. We want to have it where a center where we do all these three types: water and education, medical service, anything shelter we give. It should be a comprehensive service project. We try to do that, show the model how we have adopted this. We have done some in different parts, like Indonesia, they have Sai village, and they have some in Malaysia. So we'll try to do more of that. And it is wonderful to say those places are called Sadhana Bhavan, Sai centers. So, and also I would really wonderful, I see this love between all the officers and the wonderful cooperation. But still Swami says we can all improve, because God is perfection. So we need to think, we need to be as much to be up to his expectation. You know that, right? Swami is higher and higher expectation. Attention, I was telling him, attention to detail, because Lord Krishna says, what is yoga? Yoga karma su kaushalam. Perfection in action is yoga. I know japa is good meditation. Whatever we do, whether we are speaking, singing, writing, or doing, like Swami Vivekananda used to say, the cobbler which makes the best pair of shoes is as great as a king who rules the kingdom the best. So whatever, it doesn't mean what job you do, but how well you do the job. That is very well as an officer, because many are called, like that, to be able to be the contemporaries of Swami itself is a great blessing. But to be chosen, because you are selected few among the thousands of devotees in Nepal you are chosen to serve in his mission as important office bearers. That is a really great, wonderful honor, at the same time great responsibility we have in serving the Lord. Because he says, actually he wrote in one letter to a senior devotee, I have been preparing you for this work of mine over many incarnations, over many lifetimes. I have been preparing you to be instrument of my love. But he warned there, the minute the ego descends, my work stops. So that is why ABC, always be careful. I have seen in Prasanthi Nilayam, Central Trust, all over the world, some devotees who are devotees for 30, 40 years, they leave because their ego comes in the way. The minute the ego comes, Swami won't use you as any more instrument. So I always pray to Swami, Swami, please make sure that doesn't come and block my way to you. So so that we purity and no ego, we need to serve him. And I always talk about this. Beautifully, we are able to serve the Lord is just be like Hanuman. I see they showed me one person is like Hanuman. So that is why you see in the Hillview Stadium, what is the biggest statue? We have got statue of Jesus, Lord Shiva, and Buddha, everything. But the biggest statue we have is Hanuman statue, 65 feet. So Swami himself gives importance to his devotee more than to the gods himself manifestation. That means the one who serves the Lord with that intensity is pleased to the Lord. A lot of you know Hanuman Chalisa, right? How many of you know Hanuman Chalisa? Yeah, come so many of almost everybody. There, one of the beautiful sayings is qualities how you serve the Lord. Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Ramakaja Kariveko Atur Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasiya Rama Lakshana Sita Manabasiya. So that are the 6 qualities every devotee, every officer should have. First, you should be Vidyavan. Vidyavan means you should be knowledgeable, able. That's why I said four A's for devotees. Ability, availability, affability, accountability. Here, first is ability. You should have the knowledge. So you are a good singer, you should know the rhythm, melody, ragas. If you are speaking, you should know the subject. If you are going to do some medical service, you should have knowledge in the medical field. If you are a video guy or a net, you should know all aspects of video. Sound system you are putting, you should know how to adjust sound beforehand you learn what to do. Arrange an event, how to have a flower there, water for the people to drink. So everything, whatever you do, you should have the knowledge of that. That's why Vidyavan. But what is the highest Vidya? Vidyanam Adhyatma Vidya. That's what you should have the spiritual knowledge. Worldly knowledge is one aspect, but you should have spiritual knowledge. That is what this Hanuman, he has known so many shastras and he has so many musical talent, but his highest is devotion to God. And second important is Guni, character. Character is very important. I see some senior devotees, because I have exposed more than 120 countries, I've seen some senior people after a while slowly their character drifts away, because everybody looks at, he is the leader, he is the example. So we need to have a flawless character. Swami is very particular. Like you wear a white shirt you wear, even a little dot shows up. So you should be very careful how you lead your life. The best way to spread his message is leading an exemplary life. So this Guni, that's why when Hanuman went to in search of Mother Sita, when he was there, so many women, he was not distracted. His purpose was to find Mother Sita. And on the way, he has 2 distractions. One was somebody said, oh, come and rest here for a while. Before you go there, you must be hungry. He says, no, my mission is first to go there and serve. I don't want any rest. So till you do the God's work, you just don't rest. That is Vidya Guni. At the same time, he is Ati Chatur. He is astute. That means because you are spiritual, that means you don't need to be, you need to have common sense. Swami says you should be Ati Chatur. You should be very, and students around Swami, I see that they have very much quick to do. I can give an example of even a senior devotee. So Anil Kumar was there in a group, and Swami said, hey, Nil, come. His name is Anil. So he went. Swami said, your name is not Nil, your name is Anil. But he had that astute, Swami, without you I am Nil, but with you I am Anil. That means quick grasp to be able to think. That means even Hanuman, the beautiful example. So when Hanuman goes towards the ocean, when they were building a bridge, they all put the stones and put the name of the Lord Rama, and they were all floating, right? And then Lord Rama slowly sneaks out and goes there and takes a stone. He acts as if God knows everything. He's the greatest actor and producer and director. So the Hanuman was behind him. So Lord Rama throws the stone in the water, it sinks. Everybody was putting its name, and it was floating. When he puts the stone, Lord Rama, it sinks. So Lord Rama saw this Hanuman is behind him. He was watching. So he was like feeling embarrassed. My God, I am putting the stone is sinking. See, he asks Hanuman. That is what Atichat. Everybody puts on why I am putting this sinking. So what would anybody say? Your name is more powerful than you. That is why he is smart, Hanuman. That is why. What did he say? Lord, when the stone was in your hand, it was so happy. When you put it in the water, it got depressed and it sank. So that means that to think like that, that is very ati-chatur. Because you are spiritual, it doesn't mean you should be happy, you should be ati-chatur. Then fourth quality, Ramakaja kariveko atur. Atur, always passion. What can I do more? I will do 10 projects. I want to do more. I serve 1,000 people. I want to serve more people. That you should have that passion to serve the Lord. Ramakaja kariveko atur. Always anxious to do more and more of His work. Because tapaseva ki avatsara dido. That is what is beautiful. Prabhu charitra suniveko rasya. Fifth quality. Always anxious to hear his stories. Wherever I go, whether I go to Argentina, or I go to Russia, or I go, each one devotee has his own story to tell. Beautiful glories of the Lord. Because Lord connects to each one in his own unique way. Some of you have never even seen Swami physically. They never went to Puttaparthi, but they see his physical presence. They have their heart-to-heart connection. This is the Sai Bhagavatam. We will read Bhagavatam, which is nothing but the stories of the devotees and God. This Sai Bhagavatam, to know more about it, that is why we started an archive project where we record the various wonderful personal stories of devotees, how they came to Swami, how they are serving Swami, how they felt presence. So that is another important quality. Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasya, because Tava Kathamrutam Tappa Jivanam. That is when Bhagavatam says, just listening to your beautiful nectarine, Tava Katha Amrutam. It is not Katha. So God's Katha is Amrutam, it's nectarine. Nectarine story is, because when you drink nectar, what happens? Amrutam. You become immortal. Tava Kathamrutam, when you have the Kathamrutam, we all become immortal. Immortal. The way to immortality is drinking that. Tava Kathamrutam. So that is why Prabhu Charitra Suniveko Rasya, Ramakaja Kariveko Rasya. What is it? Sitamanabhasya. Final thing is, you establish the Lord in yourself. Meditate so that always you carry. God is not anywhere outside, he says. He is within you. That is why Swami said the beautiful story, all of you know, when Draupadi, when she was dishonored in the assembly, the Lord came to protect her honor by giving her the endless saris. But it took some time. Then she asked, Lord, I loved you so much, why did you take time? He says, I have to respect your word. You call Dwaraka Vasa, and so I have to come all the way from Dwaraka, because I have to go back there, Dwaraka, and come, take some time. But you say Hrudaya Vasa, I would be right away manifest there. Similarly, you say Parthi Vasa, he has to take time. Nepal Vasa, you say it takes a little bit time. Kathmandu Vasa, more. I says, no, my Hrudaya, right now here, manifest like that. You need to have that, because he says, I am with you, above you, below you, inside you, outside you, around you. Me intane, ventane, jantane, kantane, untanu. And it is true, I am not joking. I have personal experiences myself and meeting so many devotees around the world, how he guides and protects each one of us. Like Lord Krishna's time, each gopika saw Lord Krishna with them when they had the Rasalila. Each gopi has his own Krishna. Similarly, each one of us has this Sai Krishna with us. He is not possessed by any particular person. Each one of us are, but we need to love him with more and more intensity and always have that passion to serve him and listen to his glory and spread his love and message. So this is all why we are here for. So take that example, and just main thing is we are all very able. So I said 4 years, I will end with that. Ability, you put best, and availability. Some people are there, but they are not available. When you call them, they didn't pick up the phone. Whereas I have people who work with me anytime, because God's work is 24/7. Sun does this. One time Swami said, does sun take rest on a particular day? Every day He gives the sunshine, otherwise people won't be around. Similarly, God is works, and we are His servants. So we should be available of all the time. So you should not only be able, but you should be available. And third is affable. We should all work as a team, not I am the leader or you are the leader. Very important, we need to have that affability as a teamwork, that we are one, not separate. You need to demonstrate that unity among ourselves. Swami says, unity is divinity and purity is enlightenment. So unless we are united, you cannot experience divinity. And the best way to get enlightened is having purity. That means whatever service we do, you should never forget the purpose of service is nice. We give houses, we give water, we give food, we give medical care. But the main thing is our own transformation. That is why we are called Swayam Sevaks. So we serve ourselves, our own transformation. That is why Lord Krishna says in Gita, Chittasya Shuddhaye Karmanaha. Why do you service? For Chitta Shuddhi, for purity of heart. Why is purity of heart important? Once you are pure, that is the purpose of all our spiritual practices. Whether you do bhajan, whether you do study circle, whether you do whatever self-inquiry, all that is to attain that enlightenment. For that you need purity. So just let us remember, and finally, fourth one is what? I said ability, I said second is availability, third affability, fourth accountability. So you need to be accountable for action. Somebody says, oh, this event, how did you arrange? Yeah, they said, why this happened? Oh, that person did this person. You take the responsibility for any activity you undertake. You should don't pass the buck. You say, transfer the rest. Some people leaders are like that. Why you didn't send the report? Why you didn't do that? Oh, that person didn't do that. This person didn't do that. We need to take responsibility ourselves. Swami is very, very particular. He trained us. He's a taskmaster. People who worked with him, we know every little thing, including water where you put, is very particular. So let us be accountable. So anyway, you're all good Sai workers, Sai leaders. So I pray to Swami to bless you with more and more energy, enthusiasm, devotion and wisdom, so that we can serve our Lord every moment of our life. Jai Sai Ram.